Just got the notification on YouTube.
All right. Yeah, we're live. All right. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, DaRetroWizKid, man. Y'all already know, man. Y'all rocking with the shoeologist inside the sneaker dungeon, man. And today, I got lady_sneakerhead from Instagram over here. I'm gonna let her introduce herself, though. Tell everybody a little bit about herself, and we'll get this thing jumping.
What's up, guys? I'm Jackie, Lady Sneakerhead from Instagram. I've been collecting shoes since I got my first pair in '94, and it started a crazy world of this Instagram sneaker community that's just something crazy. And here I am today.
All right. You said you've been collecting since '94?
That was my first pair of shoes I had got, was in 1994. It was the Bread ones. My grandpa actually got them for me. And ever since then, my mom would put me in dresses and I'd be in like construction boots or sneakers, or I was always a tomboy. So sneakers to me was kind of like my little outlet of shoes. And growing up, and everyone always tells the story of how they didn't have the money to get their shoes, but mine's kind of reversed. Like my family I was an only child, so I was very spoiled. So my mom, like Iversons, I was big into Iversons. She would give me every Iverson that would come out and all the colors. And I wore FUBU in middle school, so my FUBU jerseys matched my kicks. And like, I was just a girl who had shoes. Like that was just my thing it's been forever.
Oh, wow. Okay. We got some people in the chat. Steve Freeman, that's one of my moderators. He's in the chat. What's good, Steve? GQ Soul in the building. What's going on, bro? Anthony Gonzalez, what's good, bro? Chef Tony, what's going on, bro? Dirt Mike, what's good? So you said you've been collecting since '94, and I mean, we got some questions that we already got written down. We'll hit the questions. We're not gonna hit them in order, but we'll just go with the flow. With you saying that you've been collecting since '94, how would you say the sneaker game has changed from, it's been over 2 decades now?
Yeah, a long time.
2 decades.
The biggest change I've seen has probably been in the last 3+ years. I don't know how to say this the right way without coming out too negative, but this new age sneakerheads that are in here with the bots and the hyping up every shoe and the no more, like camping out was fun. Sneakerheads, you kicked it, you found out who was in the community, you made friends of people that you didn't even know were out here with the same passion that you had. You camped out for a shoe, you got the shoe, you were all excited. Now it's like, oh, I hope I hit on sneakers. I hope there's no bot coming through and I get it, but this person got 35 pairs of it and they're charging $200 over retail, and it's like, you don't even like shoes. And I'm not going to knock anyone's hustle. I get it. You got to make money. You got families, whatever it is. But I feel like there needs to be something for the people who really are into the shoes and are going to wear the shoes and don't care if they're creased and don't care if, whatever the situation is. And it's just nowadays you got to get the Bape and the Supreme, and you've got to have this almost social status for people to look at you to be considered a sneakerhead nowadays. A lot of people, to me, it's a big thing. You need to know kind of some history of what you're putting on your feet. You need to know something about the shoes you're wearing. Not, oh, that's a pretty color, I'm going to get it. And that's what I feel like a lot of people are doing. Like, oh, this person's hyping this up, I got to go run and go get those right now. But you don't. Like, do you know what you're buying? I don't think a lot of people do. And it's just to get that status in the community. I don't know. I think social media killed it a lot, to be honest. I feel Instagram's now almost keeping up with the Joneses. I gotta do up the next person, and this person's got 60K followers, but they bought this shoe. I don't like it, but I'm gonna buy it because they bought it. And I don't know. I see some pages of 200 people who have 200 followers who have a way better collection and are more into it than some of these higher status people. And I don't know. It's just not the same.
That's true. A lot of people agreeing in the chat. Shout out to Panama Queen. I just noticed that you pulled up. And Tyrell S in the building. What's going on?
I can't see the chat, so you're going to tell me if it comes through.
I'll let you know if the questions come in since you can't see it. But a lot of people are saying like no love for resellers are cancer, and stuff like that. Everybody's saying like, yeah, this is a lot of people saying it. Anthony Gonzalez said good points. It's a lot. I feel the same way. I feel like where the game kind of changed to me was like I'll say after those Concords dropped in 11, then like around about 12, that's
Mhm.
when like I saw the game shifting, because like you said, I was still camping for shoes like in 13 and 14. I was still going out there, meeting people, getting lawn chairs, sitting out there, taking turns. You know, if it was too cold outside, we go warm a car up and sit and then just take turns sitting there. And just, you know, it was fun talking to people, finding out what sneakers they liked, what sneakers they didn't like, why they were copping this shoe, why they didn't buy this shoe and stuff like that. Now I do feel you when you say like it's a lot of hype, and I feel like social media can hype a shoe up, you know, especially on if somebody big is like, oh man, did you see you know, Lil Wayne or Jay-Z in this shoe? You know, kids still go after stuff like that and go after stuff that they sought after. But it is crazy how the game has changed. And I say, I mean, I'm gonna ask you this: do you feel like I feel like the Concords did the first change, and then when they dropped those shattered backboards, that took over the wave for the ones.
Tell you, I'm gonna scream if I hear one more person say, "Is that shattered backboard quality?"
Quality.
Lose it. Like that is everyone's go-to. Like,
Yeah.
and what makes shattered back? I mean, I get it. Shattered backboards have been one of the best quality ones that have come out in a very long time. But you cannot sit there and compare every single release to shattered backboards. Like that's all you hear. It's I don't know. It's all you hear.
Uh, they say Kanye brought a lot of hype into the community.
Sure did.
So are you in the Yeezys?
I have one pair. I have the zebra,
Okay. All
and
right.
they're very comfortable. I only bought the zebras because it was like an animal print shoe, and I love animal print. Like that's kind of my thing. But I don't. I hate. So it was the struggle to even buy the shoe to support him and what he stands for and the stuff that he does. I'm not a supporter of that. However, I like Ultra Boost. I like Boost. The shoes are very comfortable. I've worn them for a sneaker con. I think we were out that day 16 hours and my feet didn't hurt at all. So they're a comfortable shoe, but the hype behind them was so up here. And now that he's mass producing everything, they're going for $10, $20 over retail, maybe 50. And it's so funny because people who were all Yeezy, three stripes over checks, blah, blah, blah. Now that they're mass producing it, it's like, oh, I don't want those. Well, why don't you want them when you have 35 other colors of the same shoe? Because they're not hyped anymore. It killed it.
Mm-hmm.
And Pharrell Lightweight did the same thing with the human races. If that did
Yeah, I
not,
never got a pair of those.
huh?
I never got a pair of those.
But I feel like if Pharrell wasn't behind it, people would look at those and be like, what is this? Like, what are you doing?
And they just did a restock on the Pharrells. I've actually wanted to try to get my hands on a pair. I just never got them.
Yeah, I don't want a pair. Those don't intrigue me at all.
Yeah, a lot of people are agreeing. Let's see. I'm just going down the chat just to see. Steve Freeman said his new shoe shows how trash he is. No disrespect, but I have no love for Kanye. Yeah, the resale game is trash. Um, I think that I can agree with you with the Kanye's. The Kanye West shoe is a very comfortable shoe, and that's pretty much what I wear. I wear it for like comfort.
Right.
I like the way that it feels. I mean, it's a nice little style. It's different. You know, a lot of people say it look like an orthopedic shoe. I would say the 700s and like the 500s. I'm not really big in the 500s.
Yeah, no.
I think those look the weirdest out of all of them. But it's a shoe that, you know, people got to have that type of interest into it. And I feel like now that the hype is going down, a lot of people are falling back from them, as we've seen.
Agreed. Definitely agree with that.
I did want to tell you Happy International Women's Day.
Oh, thank you.
That came from Panama Queen.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Same to you.
So I wanted to make sure I got that out there. So the next question that I have for you is, do you feel like females get the love they deserve in the sneaker community?
When you sent me that question, I literally went back and forth on that because I honestly can only speak for myself because I don't know what happens behind DMs and everything on everybody else's Instagram, Facebook pertaining to their shoes. I've always been welcomed. I think people have known me long enough to know that, like, I'm not in it because I'm matching my boyfriend or my husband, or you know, like I've been in it long enough where I've kind of got my own status with it and have been out there. So I get nothing but love when it comes to it. I've seen certain girls get, if their shorts are too short, they're showing too much leg, that, oh, they're just about sex with shoes and looking good with shoes, but that's their style. Let them do what they want to do. And some of those girls honestly know more than a guy out here who's got a decent sized collection. You know what I mean? But I think that people now are starting to look at girls and be like, oh, okay, all right, she kind of knows what she's talking about. In the beginning, I think it was a shock to some men, like, who is this? Where are they coming from? What do they think they know about sneakers? But now that you've kind of stepped in and seen that we know what we're talking about, and we're not just doing it for the whole I want to be like you type thing, especially some of the girls that are really into fashion, they want to match their kicks with their outfits and they want to look good. So I think now it's becoming a little bit more socially accepted than it was a few years ago.
Okay, okay. Most definitely, I feel like it's a lot of I've run into a lot of female sneakerheads that they've collected shoes for a very long time, and a lot of people don't even know about like their collections if they're not on Instagram or something like that. Like I got a friend, man, she has like a ton of shoes, but she, how we were talking in the beginning about like history, knowing a little bit about what shoe, how this shoe did this, how did it change the game, or what did Michael Jordan do in the shoe, and different things like that. It amazes me to know that like a lot of people don't know that there are females out there that really be following them shoes like that.
Oh, yeah, they do.
So now this one, what size shoe do you wear?
Um, it ranges from a 5 to a 6 depending on the shoe. I'm a standard 5.5, but like in retro 12s, I could wear a 5. In ones, I have to get a 6, but standard, I'm a 5.5.
Okay, so do you feel like it is harder to get shoes for your shoe size compared when it comes to like the resale game? And if you miss out on the shoe, how females drop bread on sneakers because them smaller shoes, they can get a little pricey.
They go for way more than men's sizes, and I don't understand it. I get it because it's more of limited quantity of the shoe, so they go for more, but it's less material. Like, we don't get the perks that men get. We don't get the extra laces. We don't get, like, when you guys get the OG boxes, we really don't get that. We get nothing but a gold sticker. Like, keep your sticker. Give me what the men get. But yeah, I guess it would depend on the release if I can get it or not. I honestly personally like when they drop the men's shoe and they bring it down to like a size 5 or 6. I'll pay that extra $20 to $50. It's just better quality. We get the extra stuff. They got more produced for that, so you can get more of it. But as far as resale buying my size, I will not buy a shoe resale. I bought one shoe and it was a Zebras resale, and it was the dumbest thing I ever did. But I won't buy a shoe that's resale. I feel like if I can't get it, it's not that deep that I'm going to pay $100, $50 more for that shoe. I feel like it'll eventually karma somewhere or come around, and I'll be able to cop.
Okay, yeah, I know that's one thing to me. Like for the resale, I'm gonna be honest. The only thing that I've paid resale on ones, that's probably it. Ones is my favorite retro. I feel like if it weren't for the ones, a lot of shoes we wouldn't even have the rest of the retros that came after it. It's the shoe that started everything,
Yep.
and it's just for comfort wise, a lot of people say that they're not comfortable, but to me, they're very comfortable. I'm flat footed. I do wear special inserts in my shoe, and they just seem to go a whole lot better when I put them inside my retro ones. And honestly, my retro ones are the only ones that I will wear the inserts in. I won't wear them in any other shoe because they don't fit right in those shoes. But I don't know. That's just me. So we touched. So still talking like style, fashion, and stuff like that. Is there any? I know you talked about how you were into FUBU back in the day. Is there any name brands that you're like really big into right now?
Honestly, and I'm gonna be 100% honest, I don't really do the whole name brand thing. Like, I'll go buy a black tee from Walmart and then make my kicks pop. But there's a couple, like, my friends own some lines, Urban Fresh and Arlamar Clothing. I get a ton of stuff from them. I'm going to support my friends and get stuff from them over going and giving Supreme money or going and giving, one of the Bape money. It's just not my,
Okay.
not very me. I'm more of a plain, but I want my shoes to pop. So you're going to see me in all mostly black all the time. And then with some like colored kicks on. So I don't really do the whole, I think I have like two Supreme hats. That's like as deep as I go. But I'm really excited that Fubu's supposed to be making a comeback because I will get on that train again.
Okay. Yeah, I only own one thing Supreme, and it's that bag right there. I didn't pay over retail for it. I got it because it was sitting online at Supreme on the Supreme website when I was in Germany. That's the only reason why I was able to cop that. I wasn't gonna pay, over $100 for it. So um say that again.
Their prices are ridiculous what you're buying.
Yeah, Supreme, anything. It don't even matter. Even when they did the Jordan collab with the fives, they were just stupid crazy how the price shot up on those things.
Yep.
So let's see. We talked about the bots. You don't really like you're not into the bot thing either.
No, it's not me. I'll never get one. I mean, I appreciate the people with bots and who resell who look out for their people at cost. I can respect that. But other than that, I'm like, I have a good friend who resells and he always like, I'll give you retail if I get it. I'll give you retail. And I'm like, cool, I can appreciate someone like that. But no, I can't get behind it. I just can't. I can't.
Yeah, I'm not. I know people that have used bots. I know that it's something that it's like I feel like if you're gonna use the bot, you're gonna use it for to assist a friend or something like that at a good for the fair price. Because I know I've never if I get a shoe for somebody, I'm hitting them for the price I paid for it. That's just how I feel because I'm not out here trying to. I just love sneakers and I want to get back. So that's why I've never anybody that's ever purchased a shoe from me and they know me, I've given them the shoe for retail. Right. So I've always felt like that's the right way for me to go about it. And like, I mean, I don't have nothing against nobody trying to make their money, like you said, but at the end of the day, it does take away from a lot of the people that are really big into the shoes and they try to go out there and they try to get them.
Right.
So other than sneakers, do you collect anything else?
No, not at all. No, not at all. I mean, no, I'm not really into anything else besides kicks. That takes up majority of my time, and I have two daughters that I keep laced up, so that's enough for me.
Oh man! Hey, shout out to Legit Sully, Chaotic Kicks, Cruising Dread, Keith Sanford, Mike Snow, Renee Richardson. And everybody's pulling up. Appreciate y'all pulling up tonight for the chop up. Y'all make sure y'all go follow lady_sneakerhead over on Instagram. I will link it in the description box once the live's over and everything, so that y'all can go show that love over there. So if you could design a shoe, it don't have to be a Jordan silhouette, or it could be a Jordan silhouette. What shoe would you design, and why would you pick that specific shoe to design?
Retro 12s. That's my favorite silhouette. Then the ones follow after that, but 12s hands down are my absolute favorite. So I would do a 12, and then if it wasn't a Jordan, honestly, I am so big into KDs. I would love to do a KD 4.
Yeah, I noticed that you was into KDs.
Very big into KDs.
So where do you think KD's? All right, so I'm not gonna say it like that. I was gonna say, where do you think KD's fell off at? But where you think the hype went away? Because back in like 2012, 13, KD's, LeBron's, Kobe's, all of those were still popping, and it's like the wave just, it just went like a stock market. It just dropped, and now it's just like back to Jordan.
The KD 9s ruined it for a lot of people. The 9s were trash. I have 4 pairs only because I have KD 3s through what's he on 11s now. So I had to get some 9s just because I actually got a steal on all 4 pairs. I think I got all 4 for $60 from someone on eBay. So I was like, hey, I have to. I need a pair of these. But the way that the sock is, and there's no give, there's no room. They kill your feet. They're too tight. They don't feel good. The 6s were the 4, 5s, and 6s did so good. The 7s were pretty decent. The 8s kind of fell a little in. And then the 9s really, a lot of people just fell off after the 9s. I don't know.
Yeah. I think which one was the see, I got a pair of KDs. I got the KD sevens, I think.
The one with
Which one was the one with the
little
strap?
yeah, the little strap across the top. Yeah, with the 35. Yeah.
All right, I got those, and out of the other ones, I wanted the Nerfs that dropped, the high tops.
Oh, the fives.
Those I wanted those when those came out. I wasn't able to cop those. I'm gonna be honest. Back in like 2012 and 2013, I was really mainly just on Jordans though. Like it took me a very long time to ease my way throughout the years I had been collecting shoes to just move from just collecting just Jordans and going into like, but I've always liked Nike, just Nike. So I'll take that back. It took me a while to transition to collect like other shoes.
Right.
I was always into Nike. Didn't matter if it was like just a regular runner, Air Max, just Nike in general. And then when I got to like, I'm into Vans, Chucks and stuff like that. So, but I really opened it up, I'd say about 2 years ago. I opened up and I just started, well, it's been about 3 years. And I just started buying like the shoes that I really like. I didn't care what it was. I just put the money out and I would go get it.
Right.
Bam Shady said, I think I'm the only person in the world that loves the Jordan 2 OG Retro over any shoe known to man. Hey,
extremely underrated. They do not love that they should get at all.
Twos, a lot of people don't like lows. I like the low twos and I like the highs. They came out with a lot of dope little colorways.
Yeah, I can't do the lows. I like the highs. I can't do the lows.
So do you do low 11s?
Yes, I actually prefer low 11s over the highs, and I know that that's like an unpopular opinion on that, but I think summer when you're wearing your shorts or your capris, a low 11 is so clean and it's so nice. Even with a pair of sweats or joggers, because of how tight they go at the bottom, I just think it's so clean. I mean, I have highs, obviously, but I have way more lows than I do highs.
Okay. What's your go-to shoe?
Katie.
Like, in particular, like a colorway.
Oh,
like,
I don't really have.
What's your most worn shoe in your collection?
God, that question. That's rough. It's got to be a KD. I guess I'm gonna have to go with KD 3 because I've had them the longest. Well, not the longest out of all my shoes, but that shoe I go and just go with them. That was just my shoe.
Okay.
It's got to be 7 Cherry 12s, and those are beat to shit. So those need to be restored. I mean, they're still wearable, but those are beat to shit. So I guess it would be
restored shoes or did a custom or anything like that?
Do what?
Have you ever had a pair of shoes restored or did like a custom or anything like that?
Not a restore, but on Instagram, Word Customs, WERD, she just did my Black Friday 3s. She made into North Carolina for me. So it's got the Argyle on them. It's got the back tabs, got the NC on them. Like, they're dope. She did my custom. I had a pair of Roshis. Someone custom. They just gave them to me. They were North Carolina also. And then I had my Carolina 21s customed by somebody. And it took him a year to get me my shoe back. Like, a whole year. He told me, don't pay for them. I just want you to promote for me. I said, cool. Obviously, I want North Carolina. That's my go-to. And he completely ruined my shoe. Like, he stripped my shoe completely, barely repainted it, put a star on it with bursts. I don't even know what it is. And my OG 21s are trash now. Like, I won't even wear them. So I kind of stay away from customs unless Word does them because she's super dope. So
I only have one custom as well. And then I got some shit that I put together on an Air Force One that I should have left that alone.
You did?
Yeah, you remember when everybody was when those Air Force Ones came out with the Sharpie?
Yes.
Yeah, I took a pair of white Air Force Ones. I was bored, and I just tried it on my own.
Let's see him. Let's see him.
Oh, you want to see him? Hold on. Everybody told me that they didn't look too bad. I actually just did a video on them. But I was just like, nah, I'm good.
No, those don't look bad.
I'll never wear them.
Why?
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever wear them.
Those don't look bad.
But this is the only shoe. Then I did the 72 and 10. I got my Bread 11 stolen, and I went and got this. I had two pairs of 72 and 10, so I had somebody dye the sole for me.
That's
Turn them
dope.
into Bread 11s. Let's see. Somebody asked, "What is your favorite non-Nike Jordan?" And that is coming from M. Sotelo 503.
It's got it. Not Nike. Jordan would be non-Nike. I don't. That's a good one. I don't know. You know what? Iversons are kamikazes. To be honest, gotta go with Reebok.
Reebok.
Yeah,
Okay.
gotta go with Reebok because Iversons are still real high on my list of shoes I love. So gotta go with Reebok.
Okay, I can definitely dig it. I can dig it. I seen a lot of people in the chat earlier were talking about that they were into the Iversons and stuff like that. I know I was real big into the questions and the answers. It didn't matter. I used to ball them growing up.
I love the answers.
I think a lot of people said Reebok respect on that. T Wilson was good, bro. But yeah, I feel like it's a lot of different brands out there. Reebok is a good one to go with. Now that I think about it, I wore a lot of Reebok growing up.
Yeah.
When I think about it, I really did wear a lot of Reebok growing up.
Yeah.
Now when I look back at it, it was a ton of shoes. Just when it came to like the Reeboks that kind of look like the Power Phase, the Yeezys.
Yes. Yes.
I used to wear the black ones, the white ones.
All white ones. Yep.
Yeah. And then
Yep.
when my shoes would get dirty growing up, my mom would go to the Dollar General and buy. I don't know if people still even. I wonder if kids still do this today. It's like a little bottle, and when you push it down on the shoe, it comes out with the white.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yeah, I used to kill that all the time, all the time. And then when I get like Reebok Classics, and you know how the toe in the front, it would always start peeling,
Yep.
and your shoe used to talk.
Yep. Yeah.
I would buy. My mom would always make sure I got some super glue, and I had a white one or a black one, whichever one it was, so that way I could always repair the shoe. That's crazy.
Yep.
So we talked a little bit about how we already touched on how you felt about the GS size. It's kind of about how you say the quality, how we get different sets of laces, and we get the different boxes and all that stuff. So we've already touched on that. So what 5 sneakers are you still chasing that you don't have in your collection?
Honestly, nothing. I mean, I have really everything I want. There's one pair of shoes. A lot of my collection got stolen in 2006 when my old house had gotten broken into. So it was kind of like rebuilding from there. I was away at college, so it was my college house, so I didn't have everything there. But my Flint 13s got stolen. And to this day, I've never replaced them, and I don't know why, because I've had numerous opportunities to get them, and I've always passed on them. But that if like someone could be like, hey, what shoe do you want right now, and it'll appear, it would probably be the Flint 13s. Other than that, I have everything I want, really. And it sounds bad, but
That Saint Got Soul said that you were gonna say.
God, I can't. That's like my best friend. I can't.
All right. Yep. Everybody, he said that. Let's see. Alame 6 is going to be in extended women's sizes. I think that's a question. I'm not sure if they're going to be in extended women's sizes. How you feel about those?
I don't like them. I haven't really liked any of her shoes except those ones with the fur. I don't know why I really, really like those, but I know my style and myself would never wear them, so I never got them. I liked how the fur was detached, but I actually like it with the fur. I think that's dope in the fall or in the winter, but I'm not really big into her shoes, honestly.
Okay. Yeah, I thought the fur, it was okay. I wouldn't really
It was really weird at first, but the more I kept looking at it
yeah.
and I saw it in person, I was kind of like, this is a little dope because it's different. you don't see it. It's not the norm. It's definitely someone's gonna stop and look. But
Yeah, of course, by far.
I don't know how I feel about that. But
So, how many shoes do you own in your sneaker collection?
I stopped counting when I hit 400. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Say that again.
I stopped counting when I hit 400.
There y'all have it, man. Over 400 kicks. I am not gonna lie. I have like 300 something. Damn, got a lot of shoes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Saint got soul said, why does KD suck so bad?
Don't even read what he says. Just don't even. He's gonna say.
Oh man. What's the most expensive shoe you purchased in your collection?
Like paid for or like worth?
I guess you could say paid for. Like, what's the? I guess. All right. So I guess that could be a two-way question. What's the most expensive shoe in your collection, and what's the most expensive shoe that you purchased in your collection?
Well, purchased would be the Zebras because it's the only shoe I paid over retail for.
Okay.
Worth, honestly, I don't look at, because I don't resale, so I don't look at what a shoe's worth. I don't look at, like, I guess my off-white UNCs, I had the Witherspoons. I sold them because the sizing was horrid on those. So I
heard the sizing was weird on the Witherspoons.
Oh, they were so big, and I was so disappointed. So I sold those for a pretty nice amount, but that's the only shoe I've ever sold. Like, and because I had to, but I don't look at that. So I don't know how much DB8s are going for. So maybe though, I don't know. Really don't know.
Saint got so said, no, you paid over retail for those Weathermans.
No, I did not.
No, Tommy601 wanted to know if you could show one of your customs. I tried to pull it up on IG.
Well, they're downstairs, so I don't really want to go down.
Yeah.
But if you check on my Instagram, there's pictures of the threes that she just did, and they're also on her page too.
Yeah, that's what I was about to do right now. I was going to be like, I can pull up the three.
I pull up my Instagram real quick too. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see. This picture's really bad that I took. We were actually going to a North Carolina versus Pitt game when I wore them, and my husband snapped a shot on the elevator. I don't know if you guys can see those.
Yeah, I was about to say, I put it up too for you.
Yeah, and then the back has the Argyle with the NC, but I don't have a picture of that right now.
She did a good job on those.
Oh, I love those. There's another one of the front. Oh, wait. Oh, I've got the back. Hold on. Here's the back. I don't know if that's focused, if you guys can see that.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, that's the back that she did. She killed it. I love her work. Her work's dope.
They asking for that question. I'm gonna save that question for a little bit last because I know you got your top 5 sneakers out that you were gonna share with us.
Yeah, and they're like, yeah, call the same shoe.
Say that again.
My top 5 is like almost all the same shoe. So bad.
Why do you say that? Is it the same? It's the same shoe, literally, just different colors?
Yeah, 3 of them are the same, and I was gonna do the last 2 the same, but then I was like, no, let me switch it up because I'm not gonna show 2 silhouettes. So
let me see what they said. Check the sock. Check out the sock game. What's your favorite socks?
Stance.
All right. A lot of people saying Tar Heels, baby.
Yes. Obsessed.
UNC winning it this year.
Absolutely, and we'll be beating Duke again for the second time tomorrow.
Okay. Of course, Saint got said my three's got a fatter ass.
He had a copy off me and saw my black ones get done, so he sent some white 4s, I think, or maybe white 3s to get done UNC also. So he's waiting on his to come back, but she got to change the heel tab on his, and she can't do that on GS. So that's what he means.
Okay. How did you get your name, Lady Sneakerhead? Did someone give it to you, or did you come up with it?
Gonna be so weird. Okay. My old Instagram name was like 1_shorty or something because I'm 4'9 3/4, and that's just what everyone used to call me. And one day I was picking up my daughter from, I don't know if it was preschool or kindergarten, and one of the kids was like, "Oh, that's the lady with all the sneakers." And my daughter's like, "Yeah, she's a lady sneakerhead." And I'm like, "Oh, that's really cute." So I kind of just changed my Instagram name to that because I was really just posting all. At the time, I only had one daughter, so it was all her and I matching kicks nonstop. That was just my Instagram for a long time. So I just kind of switched it over and it just kind of stuck.
Stuck with it. Okay, okay. Are there any like out of Instagram, is there what females do you know that like are there any big female sneakerheads that you like follow or anything?
There's a lot of them. Jody Rockstar, obviously everybody knows of her. She's one of the legend females in the sneaker group. She's like the queen of kicks. Nike Girl, love her collection. She's got a lot of like huge variety. It's a Nike Girl '07. Um, Valley Girl, my friend Rachel, she's got a ton of really nice, a lot of Kobe's, a lot of old school. There's a ton of girls. If you really just look, or even if you follow one girl who's big in sneakers, you'll start to see the other ones just all come, and you're like, where did that come from? Where did she
Yeah.
come from? And a lot of them don't get the respect and the acknowledgement that they deserve.
So Edward Daniels want to know what's a purchase sneaker that you regret buying?
Powder blue threes.
Powder blue threes. Why you say that?
Because when I had bought them, I didn't see them in person. I had just went off the images that I had saw online. And in my head, I saw more of a UNC blue than the color that I had got. And when I bought them and I saw them in person, I was like, oh, okay, maybe it's close enough. I can rock with it. And my daughter wanted them at the time, so she got them. So we had to match. And I think I've worn them a total of 3 times. Just not. And they hurt compared to all my other threes. They kill my pinky toe compared to all my other threes. I don't, they're cut weird.
Yeah, I think the powder blues. I didn't pick those up, but the color was different than what I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be like more of the baby bluish color.
Yes.
What can you do that? I have no idea what that question's supposed to do. Oh, they're talking about basketball.
Oh.
I have no idea what they're. I'm looking at the chat. I don't know what they're talking about. They started talking about some other things. What's your favorite Jordan colorway?
UNC. Anything Carolina colorway.
Yeah, I mean, and you know, it's crazy because I have the UNC mids, the UNC highs. I'm not even gonna lie. I feel like, and I've said it before, I know the color is a little bit different, but I feel like that turbo green was like that deconstructed UNC look.
Yeah, I said the same thing.
And I ended up doubling up on those just so I could wear the turbo greens a whole bunch more.
Yeah, I passed on those.
So all right, now that I asked the chat what questions they had. So Sane got so said, ask Jackie why Sane is the dopest person this side of the hemisphere.
Am I really supposed to answer that?
I don't know.
Okay.
T Wilson 8192 said, what are your top 5 Air Max in your collection?
Ooh. In any particular order, this isn't in like 1 through 5.
In any particular order.
The Latino History Months, the Just Do It's, that orange just pops and I love it. The DB Air Max ones with the little kitties on them. I can't remember the girl's name who did it. It had little cats on them. And then the would probably I don't know, I can't remember the name of them. The ones with the shoe boxes that came all over them. You know what I'm talking about?
What are they 95s?
The what?
Are they 95s?
No, yes, one's 95s and I think one's ones. I got the blue and the red pair. I love those. And I'm just going off what I have in my collection. So
did you have them on the other day?
I think I had the blue pair on the other day. I had the orange Just Do It's on, and then I think I had.
Yeah, I know you had the orange Just Do It. So I'm trying to think. I saw. What
Oh,
did I
I
see?
lied. I gotta add the Atmos in there. I gotta add the Atmos.
Because you love the fur, like the cheetah
No.
print.
Yes, the animal print, the elephant print. Yes.
All
Yes.
right.
Totally forgot about those. Yeah, I had the blue ones.
So let's see. What type of shoe or retro? What type of shoe or retro do you have the most of in your collection?
Um, I think I have almost 40 pairs of ones. So I'm gonna go with ones. And then 12s is really close behind.
Um, and that was from Steve Freeman. Panama Queen wants to know, do you have any Vans in your collection?
I don't. I don't. I have no Vans.
Okay. Hey, Vans are, I feel like Vans are like that to go to slip on shoe. And it don't even, I know they got Vans slip ons, but it's like, I don't know. I got Vans with straps, skate highs. I'm just over here looking to see. I got a couple slip-ons, the classic looking Vans. I just think that I don't know, they're easy to go with stuff. If you don't want to wear a retro one day or a pair of Nikes or Adidas or whatever, it's just an easy shoe, kind of like a Chuck, but Chucks look long.
Yeah.
Pause.
Yeah, I only have 2 pairs of Chucks. And one of them's the Harley Quinn ones, so I don't even wear them.
Okay. D-Rose, the average legit question right now. Have you any of your StockX come from the UK? Depends, bro. DM me on Facebook, bro, on which shoe it is, because it just depends. I've seen some, now StockX is doing international, so people over there can sell shoes too. All right, Panama Queen wants to know: have you ever had a fake? Have you ever received any fakes?
No. No. Never. Fingers crossed, knock on
Wow.
wood. No. No. Yes. I usually don't buy from, like, I know I bought those KDs off eBay, but that's really like the extent of what I've done. I really just kind of stick to Nike or in stores where I know. I don't really buy
Yep.
shoes off people.
Um, Material on the Jordan 1. Patrick Knowles said the material on the Jordan 1s they dropped this year is suspect.
I think once again, everyone's going to compare it to the shattered backboards and think that it's something.
Nah, that turbo green and that crimson, they're way different type of materials than them shattered backboards.
But they're still nice material.
Say it again.
I think that material is nice though. Still, I don't think it's.
Oh hell yeah, I like it.
Yeah, right. But I'm never gonna get the old school quality that you're now.
Nah, you're not gonna get it. Like if I could, I've been watching them. I still want the 2009 Shadow ones.
Oh, I have those. I should have brought those up. I have those.
That quality is amazing to me.
Yeah.
I feel like that is a very underrated when it comes to like quality wise. That shoe's just it's underrated. A lot of people when they say shattered backboard, I think about back in the day. Like I think about, man, when you look those. I mean, you had the band ones, of course, they had good quality on them to me. But yeah, I think you're right. Everybody's gonna always, especially in like those Facebook groups, like Jordan ones only. Whenever somebody posts a picture of ones, are they shattered backboard quality?
Every question. That's all the time. All the time.
So we got the Los Primos Air Max ones are fire. Patrick Knowles said Atmos Pack. They said dope. Let's see. What's going on? Talks with TJ pulled up. She's also a female sneaker.
I love TJ.
She does. Okay, you know who TJ is?
That's my girl. I love TJ.
Okay, she said trying to drop in to support before I go live on another channel. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, TJ. She's gonna be on Where's Your Father? Where's Your Father's in 5 to 10 minutes. Shout out to Davey McFly, 2 Wise. She said, "Hey, girl, hey."
She's another one who should be way more followers than what she has. She's got some dope stuff, and her YouTube channel is dope. Like,
Yeah,
She's
she gives a lot of tips on like financing too, like how to be smart with your shoes and stuff like that.
but she speaks a lot of real stuff though. Like especially for being a female just coming in like being like known, she holds her own. I got mad respect for her.
Yes, talks with TJ. At first, you know, what's crazy is she did one video, and I thought that she was a Nike commercial
Yeah,
advertiser.
I know what you're talking about. Exactly what you're talking about.
I thought she was a Nike. I was like, oh man, I was like, I didn't know she worked for Nike.
Right.
But
Right.
then I know she said like she put it together and everything.
She needs to work for Nike. They need to use her for a lot of stuff.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it, Panama Queen. All right, that's the talks with TJ. So what are your if you want to bring them out now, we can talk about what are your top 5 sneakers in your collection.
Okay. Well, I don't really have them in an order, but they're kind of in an
And,
order.
and if you want, you know, tell a little bit about
Yeah.
you know how you got it, what makes it, you know, in your top and stuff like that.
So the first one, I'm gonna do the bread ones. It's the shoe that started it for me. Obviously, this isn't the year. This is in the '94s. But my grandpa passed away in 2012. So I always said every time the bread fours come out, that's gonna be my shoe. When I had my last daughter, I brought these with me to have the baby because she's named after him. Like these are just so sentimental to me that these will always, 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 always be in my collection. Like this is just never gonna leave. So these are probably my top one shoe. Um, Playoff 12s. These and Obsidians are my grails. Like these are my grails. Probably my favorite shoes in my collection, retro wise, that I own. I know they're really dirty and nasty, but they're old. So the Playoff 12s. Then I gotta go, of course, with the UNC ones because
Oh hell yeah, Nike Air on them as well.
Yeah, it's North Carolina. It's a classic. You can never wear those enough. So then I gotta go with the sister of those, the upgraded version, and do the off-white UNCs because they're off-whites and they're UNC. I mean, they're kind of self-explanatory themselves, but I really never thought I was gonna get this shoe, and I was actually taking a nap because I think I was pregnant at the time. I was taking a nap and Nike did that surprise drop. And I had just happened to open my eyes and unlock my phone, and I got the sneakers notification. And I was like, there's no way there's going to be a 6. This is going to be a joke. There's no way. I heard they're not coming in small sizes. There was a 6. And I was like, okay, I'm waiting. I'm in line. This is taking forever. There's no way. And then when that got him came up, I literally started crying. I was so excited.
Oh man, hey, that's love right there.
I text my husband and I was like, I got him. And he's like, you got what? I'm like, I got the UN fights. And he's like, okay, what are those? And I'm like, no, don't do that. Like, he's not into shoes. He doesn't know anything. So, and then my last ones are going to be my DB8s. I think this is the dopest DB that's ever came out. I don't think a DB that has come out, in my opinion, compares to this one. I know a lot of people are going to say the 5s, the 3s, the foams. Like, no, I'm sorry. But this is just, I love this shoe. This shoe is just beyond. And I actually hit while I was at work. Well, my best friend hit while I was at work. He got a backdoor Twitter link somehow and hit for me. So these are definitely in the top 5. So that's my top 5 right there.
How you feel about the? I've never seen the UNC ones like a size 6. I've never picked it up. How's the quality on them? Do you think that they were like a lot different than the men's, or pretty much comparable? Like,
I think the men's are slightly better, but I think men's are always going to be slightly better. You know, they don't give GS the TLC that we deserve on some of these, but they're not bad. They're not shattered backboards, but they're not bad.
Panama Queen said those UNC ones are flame. Lucky Shop Drop. Renee Richardson said that she hates the sneakers app. Ones are dope. No, those were not the ones from '94. I think Tyrell S asked that. No, those were not from '94.
Those don't fit me anymore, so I had to sadly get rid of those. And to this day, I wish I really would have just kept them, just to have as a sentimental reason. But yeah.
Thank God Soul said the DB foams are the hardest DBs ever.
I'll say
Patrick Knowles said the DBs, the dopest DBs are the 2s. What's going on, Josh?
I mean, I think all DBs are dope simply for the purpose of what they are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they back up a great cause. They're for a great reason. I will always, even if I don't like a DB in the collection, I will get one, at least one. So I'm not gonna say any like one's not, but I just think the eights are a little
Shout
bit.
out to Buckeye City Soul. He's in the building. Buckeye said the UNC ones, they coming out again. Yeah, I saw that rumor. I saw that rumor that they supposed to drop again.
I saw that too.
They seeing a lot of shoes coming back that I haven't seen. Like, you follow stuff on like 23 is back, just sneaker news, nice kicks and all that stuff. They're saying that the rumor is they're gonna bring back the military blue fours this year.
I saw
With
that.
now, if they bring those back, I'm gonna be happy. I need those again, but I want the Nike Air.
Yes.
I think it's it's funny how the wave went in like 2012. Like I gotta just go back to like 12, 13, and like I'd say around about 15, 14, 15 when they start bringing back like stuff with the Nike Air branding on it. Then the Nike Air branding just start going straight up. You know what I'm saying? So I that's why I guess, of course you want to have that Nike Air because it's that nostalgia, having that OG look. So when I still got the 2012 white cement fours, I got the cements, the 2011 white cements, the 2011 I had them, the which one? True Blue threes, and I'd honestly say that those were better than the the ones that dropped recently with the Nike Air. The ones that dropped with the Nike Air, those are stiff.
Yes, they are. Very.
I was very disappointed.
Very.
And let's see, Brett Forrest prediction. Shout out to my bro D Robinson. That's my homie from back home. You know what I'm saying? He pulling up in the chat. He's in Hawaii. He says it's time to drink now. Y'all hit that like button. Sneaker shopping therapy said, you guys lucky we don't get DBs in the UK. That is true. I've always wondered why shoes are like that. A lot of region coded shoes. You got in Germany. I used to live in Germany, and in Germany you don't see stuff like that. Like certain shoes that come out like the DB6s when they dropped the other week, they're not even going to get a chance to even try to get them. If they want them, they got to pay that resale, and then some of them got to pay like an importing fee if you get it from the States, unless you know somebody that can help you out. And that's what I do.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Funko Pops?
My daughter's into them. I got one of the Jordan Target ones I pre-ordered, but I don't understand the point of these. I mean, I
don't get them. I just got the ones with all the Jordan stuff. So I have the Jordan Funko from Target and the other one, then the Miles Morales because he got the ones on.
See, she gets all the Harley Quinn and Joker ones because she loves Batman villains. Like that's her thing, I guess. And she stacks them up, and I'm like, what do you do with these? Like, what do these do? She's like, they just look cool. And I'm like, I don't understand people that have hundreds of these. I mean, that's cool. You collect something. That's dope. But I personally don't understand them. I don't get it.
Yeah, man, I don't know. I kind of just use it for my background with my other Michael.
Right.
But that
came out of nowhere with those. Like one day,
like
everyone, and I'm like, what is this?
What Off-White, Edward Daniels wants to know what Off-White sneaker you want to see that didn't happen.
An Off-White 12 would be dope. Just because I love 12s. But honestly, I'm not really big into the Off-White collection. I just wanted the UNCs because they were UNCs. And then I got my youngest daughter the Volt Air Force Ones just because I got
them shits are tough.
Yeah.
That Volt colorway was tough. But see, I've noticed that you like a lot of the you like a lot of popping shoes. Like you like shit that pop.
Yes. But I also like like the OG colorway stuff. I don't like how they're coming out with ones in every color of the rainbow that you can think of, mismatching colors, and I'm just like, I love ones, but that's such an easy pass because I'm just drawn to like the old school, like OG colors. I mean, I'll get a
Yeah,
couple
that's my
ones here and
problem.
there, but they're like overdosing ones right now.
I think that is my big problem. I love ones. I could literally, I'm about to do this like sneaker rotation for like Instagram and YouTube where I'm gonna try not to like, well, I'm not gonna say try. I'm not gonna repeat. I'm gonna just run through every shoe in my collection, whether it be a Van, a Chuck, a polo shoe. I guess then I would have to wear those customs. I'd have to finish the other shoe to wear that shoe. But just run through all my shoes and just kind of let everybody know, let everybody see the diversity that I have because I do have a lot of different shoes. Got a lot of shoes a lot of people won't even know that I owned. I wish I had them up here. I have no idea where they are, but I got some Airwalks. I think I still got them. If I still got them, they're probably downstairs in the basement, but or in the garage, not the basement. But I used to collect. I started off back in the day. My first pair of Jordans were from my grandma. She got me the nines. I call them the playoff nines. A lot of people call them Space Jam nines.
Yeah.
But I got those. Then when I moved to Germany, I was real big into like. Do you remember the Chucks that came out with like back in the day with the Looney Tunes in the '90s?
Yes.
I had the Tasmanian Devil Chucks. They were like distressed looking, like they were blue jean pattern or whatever. I had those, and my mom bought them too big for me, and I was supposed to wait to wear them. I used to wear them things, and like they were way too big, but I used to always just wear them anyway. And then when I moved, I started skateboarding when I was like about third grade. So like all throughout that time, I was always wearing Airwalks and DCs. So I wasn't really big into rocking the J's and stuff back then. I used to buy fake shoes out the back of the trunk when I was in high school and I got my first job.
That's funny.
For real, like I thought they were real though until my buddy told me. He was like, "Yo, bro, them shoes are fake." I was like, "Bro, I just paid for these." He was like, "Bro, those colors aren't even out." And I was like, "What do you mean they're not out?" He was like, "Just go on the internet and look for that colorway." Matter of fact, if D's still in here, if my partner's still in here, he'll know who I'm talking about. My bro Troy, he called me out and he got a list. So when he saw me, he was like, "Hey, guys, those aren't real." And I was like, "What?" He was like, "Bro, them shoes ain't real." I was like, "Ain't real? I just bought these from the J Man." He was like, "Exactly." He was like, "That color." They were like a lime, not even lime green. It's like I'm trying to see if I can. All right, they were like. So you see right here on my phone. You see that app right there, or you see how it's like that green color. They were that green color with like a suede, and then they had a green Jumpman and a green on the bottom. I was like, man, these shits are hard, man. Hey, appreciate the donation, Edward Daniels, man. Appreciate you pulling up, bro. Nothing but love, man.
You got those exclusives though.
Yeah. Those were like they were hella beat. Like Soldier Angels, GI shoe, GI Joe. They're you know what? I've been talking to you. I'm looking now. Everybody's going off about the Funko Pops. Let's see. Why they send me a? All right, they're talking. All right, they're going off. They're not talking about it. They're not talking about shoes. They're talking about other stuff.
Okay.
So yeah. So how do you want to see how do you think the sneaker community is going to look like in a trajectory of like 2 to 3 years? Do you think it's going to take a drastic turn, or you know what I'm saying?
I think it already has. I'm hoping it doesn't continue a downfall or like a downward spiral. I'd like to see people not be so sensitive about shoes on social media. Like it's shoes. We all are here for the same reason. If someone has a different opinion than you do, all of a sudden it starts like World War III on the gram, and it's like, what just happened? It's just I think social media really killed it. I think if people scaled back on media, or if we can like regroup as a community and get this back together of where it really should be and supporting each other. And I mean, yeah, you're not gonna like everybody. I don't like everybody on Instagram who does shoes. If I feel like if I'm not gonna hang out with you outside of the gram, I'm really not gonna support you too much. Or if you're not a person that has the same values or whatever that I do, I'm not really gonna steer towards your page. And it's just become too much of a competition. Like
Yeah,
where's the love for the shoes that we all started with? I mean, I feel like you're buying a shoe, taking a picture for Instagram, putting it back in a box, and putting some beaters on, and walking out the door. You know what I mean? Like that, and I don't know. It's just so different. I hope it changes. Do I see it changing? Probably not. But then there's gonna be a new wave of sneakerheads coming in. So who knows what they're gonna do?
that's very true. Like the ones that are like, yeah, that's the way you gotta look at it. Like the ones that watch like YouTube videos, ones that are into shoes, the younger generation that are like 11, 12, you got to think 3-4 years from now when they get a job, if they're still into like sneakers and stuff like that, they're going to have their own wave. And the wave is, yeah, one thing I don't want to see J's go back up. And I don't want to see the price keep shooting because, you know, for a while we had them go from like 150 to 160 to then like it jumped up to 170. Now it's at 190. Like, it just kept going up. The ones have pretty much stayed the same unless they're doing like a premium retro one. What in the world? I'm looking at the chat. I'm trying to see. All right, Say Guy So said, I like to see men on the gram grow some nuts and stop crying like little bitches. And he said, well, Jackie, I do have no love, bitch, on the back of my head. I live that motto.
He's not either. He really does.
Okay, I was about to say, I'm assuming bro got the tat back there for real. If he said that, like,
yeah, it's my favorite felon. Yeah,
and I think one thing that I like to say that I want to see in the sneaker community, for like next to coming up, I'd like to see them like put the quality on all the shoes the same way, even if, because I mean, when I think about GS shoes, I always think about adult females, and there's a lot. And I mean, don't get me wrong, some males that, you know, they can't fit that size because their foot is small, and you know, just keeping it equal across the playing field. Which the only thing I could say with that is I feel like they'd probably jump the price up by like $10 for GS.
And you know what? I'd kind of be okay with that. You know what I mean? Yeah. I feel like if you get rid of all the, like, if you come out with a shoe, let's say they drop, I don't know, the Baron ones again, okay? Drop them in infant, toddler, preschool, grade school, men's, but all the same. If you're going to have 3M on one pair, have 3M on the other pair. If you're going to have extra laces on this pair, give us extra laces on that pair. Like, why can't everybody have the same thing? And as bad as it sounds, I don't think there should be a women's only shoe. Just like I don't think there should be a men's only shoe or a grade school only shoe. Why are you targeting a certain audience when you have such a broad spectrum of people that will buy that shoe?
Yeah.
I feel like Nike's disservicing themselves by doing that. Like, I mean, there's men's shoes that I want. I don't want pink and purple and violet all the time. I'm not a girly girl. I'm not into that. The only pink shoes I have are all the Katie Ann pearls or like the breast cancer shoes that come out. I'm not into girl colorways. So give me some men's shoes that you're not dropping and make it for everybody. Like the Off-Whites, you can only get certain sizes. And now they started doing more. But like the Yeezys, I wanted to get some for my daughter. She's preschool sizes. I can't even get them in that size because they don't have them. But they'll have infants. Why wouldn't you do the middle kids? Like, I don't understand. I think it should be the same for everybody.
Yeah. I think the only Yeezy, I've only seen a couple Yeezy infants. I know I got my daughter the what are they? The breads. Mm-hmm. The breads, the ones that I got her the bread Yeezys. And I got them for her because I wanted to get them for my son, but I bought them for her just because I drove like 45 minutes to the store to go get them, and they didn't have them in his size. So I was like, I'll just get the size that my daughter can fit. It took her like a whole year to grow into that shoe, but I mean, it was dope. She was able to have a pair of Yeezys.
Do you remember when Yeezy did that drop where the kids plug the kid's name in and someone did the drawing and your kid's name was on the shoe? You know what I'm talking about? Each one was kind of like custom. They
Yeah,
stopped a certain size and it was the size right before what my daughter would wear. And I was like, if this is a kid's shoe, why are you not going to preschool? Like
yeah, that's
it makes no sense. And then for the kids who have bigger feet that might be a younger age but are in grade school sizes, they just are SOL. Like where I don't know. Nike screams equality, but then they don't give us equality. I don't know.
yep. And let's see. I'm trying to see. I mean, do toddlers? All right, Saint Gasol said, do toddlers really need extra laces?
Why not? Do your nieces not need extra laces? Yeah, Saint. They
Cruising dress. Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
you style your kid, right? And let's say you are
Yeah.
matching with your kid, which I used to do with my oldest daughter all the time. Why, if you're having an outfit pop, why can't you switch your laces out? It's a pair of laces. They cost 99 cents. Like, put in the extra laces.
I think I missed a question. Let me see. So Vinyl Kicks 86. He said he missed. I don't know if it's a male or female, but I'm just go with. I'm just say they said I missed the '90s sneaker culture who bought and rock what they liked and could care less about hype kicks. Very true.
Very
Uh,
true.
Vinyl Kicks also said Yeezy and Off White never appealed to me. And Panama Queen said exactly Lady Sneakerhead, no pink and purple, LOL. Renee Richardson said no pink, but I'm getting those Pharrells with the pink. He said, hell no, they don't. It's a choking hazard, Jackie. I'm gonna report you to Children's Service.
They're not putting their shoes in their mouth. They're fine.
Yeah, I'm not. I know Cruising Dread, shout out to my bro Cruising Dread. He was saying like you got to change the laces out every once in a while. So I am not big into lace swapping. I don't know. How do you feel about lace swapping shoes?
I hate lacing ones. So when I do, I will pick the ones that I want to. Like when I got the off whites, those orange are going in, the orange is not coming out. Like that's it. Okay. That is it. The I think it was the True Blue threes. Sneakerhead clothing line had sent me some laces, so I put elephant print laces in that. But I'm not one to go out of my way to swap laces. Like the ones don't come laced. So if you give me the option, I would
you can play with the ones, yeah.
Okay. Right. I don't need extra laces in every silhouette, and but ones they do offer that. So I think that's dope. But I'm not big into lace swapping, honestly. I think I did a pair of Kobe's. I swapped my Christmas 8s with my All-Star 9s because those both came with like funky kind of glow-in-the-dark laces and then the All-Star patterns. So I swapped those and then that was about it. That's as far as I go.
Yeah, so that's my thing. I've lace swapped for so far. I've lace swapped 2 shoes. I lace swapped my Rookie of the Year ones. I decided to go with the more sort of like the sailish colorway in the shoe. Or did I put white in there? Hold on, let me see. I know I put a I can't remember if I put white or if I put I put the sail in there. So I went with the sail lace swap for the Rookie of the Year ones. I just thought that it made I wasn't feeling the black.
Where'd you go? Are you still there?
Colorway. And my Spider-Man ones, I put white laces in them.
I can't see you. Your screen cut out.
It cut out?
There we go. Kind of. You're real blurry. Oh, you're gone again.
Is it back on?
You're frozen, but it's back on.
I can see you perfectly. I see my screen moving too.
Yeah, I don't know. It's really slow on my end. I mean, I can see you now.
All right. Let's see. All right, I'm trying to see. I'm trying to go back to see. I'm gonna shout out a couple people. Sean Brooks, shout out to you. Anthony Gonzalez, Trey Foster. Um, the chat, they're like talking to each other. They're having a whole side conversation about it's so let's see. Yeah, they said the internet went slow.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Hold on, let's see. I don't know. Nobody else is on the Wi-Fi. I'm the only one on the Wi-Fi right now.
It's good now.
All right, it's good now. Well, where I live, it could be also like the location where I live. We only have like one internet that we're allowed to get.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm in the military, so I live on a post, and the post always they're iffy about where you can get internet from and who provides the internet they can get on the post.
Well, you're real good now.
Sengai So said he lay swap. Anybody anybody like the Memphis phone posits that are dropping?
No.
Yeah, I'm not a foam head. Never been. I don't get me wrong. I do own some foams. I have 3 pair.
I think I do too. Only 3, yeah.
Yep. 3 pair of foams. It's just, the foam to me, I like the way the foams look on smaller feet than on the bigger feet because it's more of a bulky shoe. And I feel like it looks better on small feet.
But we get screwed when like my Yeezy foams, that carbon fiber looks so fake and so ridiculous. I can't. A lot of people are like, "Oh my god, those are fake." I'm like, "Oh my god, those are GS. I bought them from Foot Locker. Do you want the receipt?" Like, but then that comes down and making all of our stuff look the same. But
do you keep your receipts?
No.
You don't? All right.
I did for a while, but I was like, "What? Why? What am I? I'm never gonna sell them. I don't need to prove to anybody what my shoes are. I don't know."
Okay. Yeah, sneaker shopping therapy said I'm not a fan. They don't fit me right. I tried a pair of full size up and it still didn't fit. Yeah, when it come to foams, and I talk about it, I got the Pearl foams from like 2010, maybe. I think those came out. And the only reason why I got them was because they he got game. He had the 13s and then they had the foam. So I was like, yo, if I ever make a display, I can say I got the foams and I got the 13s. Put them right there. Maybe put a picture up or a poster with he got game on there. I was like, I don't know. But that was the first foam that I had ever got, and I paid resale for that foam.
Wow.
That phone was actually going for like $500 something, and I think they came out when they came out. I think they were $250. I think I paid $300, so I paid like $50 over retail.
Yeah, I mean, I like them for the winter. They're good in the snow, but summer, your feet are sweating inside those.
Oh yeah,
not realistic.
Yeah, foams. A lot of people are saying that they mess with the foams. Yeah, a lot of people said you got 400 pairs of shoes, and 400 is. And when I think 400, when you, I got 300 pair of shoes in this room, and it can look different. It sometimes you'll think that 300 shoes might not even look like 300 shoes. It might just look like 200 when you, because like one rack right here has over 50 shoes on it.
Right.
One of these racks has over 50 shoes. Another rack might have like 40 or 50. It just depends. My ones rack is the highest one, but I still have ones that I had to move over here.
Right.
Are you boxes, or do you keep your boxes, or are you into the drop front game?
I cannot fathom paying thousands of dollars for plastic. So I have from Lowe's the $35 shelving units, whatever they're called. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those, and then I've got 2 closets that have double sides with 4 shelves full, and then I have shoes on the floor stacked up. So I mean, it's my kids' nursery room was actually my old sneaker room, so it was up here and it was way easier just to go in. And people are like, "This looks like a Foot Locker. This looks like a sneaker store." And I'm like, yeah. And then when I moved into the basement, and now that they're all spread out, I'm like, I have no shoes. It doesn't look like I have any shoes, but they're in like 3 different rooms all over the place because it's just I can't put them anywhere. But foams. And I only have four pairs of foams I have because someone gave me a pair for my birthday one year. But they're just not. They're heavy, and for being flat-footed and they squeeze with that sock on the inside, I can't do it too much.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I think the only pair of foams that I really wanted that I don't have is the Crimson foams. They were the ones that had like the orange bottom. Then they had the silver with the black check. You know which ones I'm talking about?
Yep.
Yeah, I wanted those pretty bad. But
the Galaxies or the fighter jets are the ones that if I had to buy a pair, definitely would do Galaxies or fighter jets.
Fighter jets are hard. Hey, I remember when those came out, a lot of people were going crazy over those.
Yeah. Do you remember when those hideous Weatherman ones came out and everyone was going berserk over those? I could not understand that to save my life.
You said the Weatherman joints?
Yes. The Weatherman.
Yeah, I didn't like those. They had that little design and all the different colors, but people were rocking the hell out of those shoes. I didn't get it though.
I didn't either. And then they came out with those. I don't know what they were. I don't know if they were heat waves or what they were. And they were like those red little dots. They look like they were just looked. I don't know what those are called, but those were probably the worst foams I've ever seen in my life.
Man, that's crazy. That I completely forgot all about those Weatherman foams. Like, unless you had to say something, I would have forgot about those. Those things were hideous.
These, do you remember these? Hold on, let me see if I can get it.
Yeah. A lot of people were wearing those too.
I couldn't understand it. It looked like it's that time of the month on your shoes. Like, that was disgusting. Those grossed me out so much. And when I would see these grown-ass men just I'm like, no, please don't. Please don't. Like, I can't.
Yo, that is crazy. She said it looked like that time of the month. Yeah, it's crazy how they how the foams. It's like that was that trial and error period. I felt like with the foams, foam was just dropping like shoes at that time because they was popping. It was like that was that era where all the shoes were popping at that time.
I mean, they came out with dope ones like the Safaris were dope.
Yeah,
like those were dope. Those were really dope. But then they came out with like this, what was it, the Spider-Man? Those were pretty dope. Or Superman or whatever they were.
Yeah, those look straight. Saint Got Soul said the Red Wings foams, Jackie.
Yes, that's really what they are. I feel like foams are either a huge hit or a huge miss. I don't find any in between foams really.
Tyrell Wilson said the Chinese New Year foams are straight flames.
Those were dope.
And Sean Brooks said in Baltimore we rock foams heavy. I only seen 1 or 2 people wearing them. Oh, okay. I think he talking about the that in particular colorway. Mm. When they add the graphics to the foam, most of the time they are trash. Very true. Vinyl said that. That is true. I feel like that classic, like the Gym Reds, the gold pair that they came out with. No, the Coppers. The Coppers.
Coppers were dope.
Coppers are good.
Even those rose gold ones that they dropped, last year? Last year I think it was. I got those for both my kids. Those were really.
Yeah, those were straight. My partner actually doubled up on those.
Really?
Yeah, he had started buying all the foams again. He was pretty big onto the foams back then.
Yeah, I think they're just a hit or miss.
I think how do you feel about Puma?
I don't like Puma. I don't pay attention to Puma, but I have a friend who swears up and down by the comfort of Puma. But even like growing up, I was never into Pumas. I would buy K-Swiss over Pumas at the time. Like I just never was not into Pumas.
Um, I think that the Puma RSX and the Puma RSO, comfort wise, they're competing. They're competing with some shoes. That RSX, the newest one that they just start dropping, where they came out with like the Puma toys, the Transformers, the Hot Wheel cars, and all that. The colorways are dope. The comfort of the shoe is dope. It's kind of, it got that kind of like that chunky look that's in right now, but it's not too chunky to me. It kind of reminds me, how them Balenciagas are stupid chunky.
Yes.
It reminds me of, to me, it's not chunky like that, but if I would say I put it on a sneaker like that, I would say that those would kind of be that in between.
Right.
But they're real comfortable.
My friend got a pair for his wife, and she put them on, and they look good on, like they do. But me personally, I can't. They remind me of like the old school Skechers. Remember the old Skechers that the girls used to put the fat laces in? You know what I'm talking about? And they would go and buy them fat ass laces with the designs on them. That's what those remind me of, like the old school Skechers with the little platform and like, I don't know.
Hey, that's stupid funny. That's stupid funny. Buckeye City Soul said the RSXs are fire. Vinyl and Kick said the OG Puma suedes are dope. Yeah, I like the classic OG Pumas as well. Steve Freeman Pumas are nice. Puma was my first real kid cruising dreads. Let's see. Yeah, suede Pumas with some fat ass laces. That's what I think about when I think about them, the old Pumas. Some fat laces in them and stuff like that. Let me see. All right. Yeah, he said, ask her how many shoes does she own that light up with her midget ass.
None. He's such an asshole.
A lot of people saying that they messing with Puma. I feel like Puma making their this might be their biggest comeback in a while. And let's see, Vinyl and Kick said that New Balances are hella comfortable. Yes, I've owned some New Balances. I might have a pair in the garage. I'm not sure. Because certain shoes that if I threw the box away back in the day, like most of my shoes, the oldest shoe in my collection right now is from 2004, but I have shoes that 2004, but anything between 2004 and now, if I didn't keep the box and I just threw it away, then I don't have it anymore. So most of my shoes that are out of the boxes, I don't keep them up here. I keep them downstairs.
Yeah.
How you feel about Asics?
I have a couple pairs. I obviously don't run. Like, look at me. I'm not a runner. So I don't really stick to running shoes too much. I have, I think, 3 pairs of Asics. I think 3 pairs of Asics. They're right. I got 2 pairs with the split tongue, the vagina tongue.
Yep. All right. I ain't never heard nobody call it that, but yeah. That was the first.
That's what they look like. I have 2 pairs of those. And then I have a pair of, I don't even know what kind of Asics they are, but they're all cheetah print with teal green laces. I mean, ask me how much I wear those. Maybe one year. They're not really, they're comfortable, but they're just not really, they don't fit my style.
I wanted the, End.
Yes.
So End did a collab and they did it with the chopsticks. They were like they kind of were like a pink with like a teal color. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
One of my buddies over in Germany when I was over there, he actually hit on those, and he didn't want to get rid of them until like I left, and he was like, "Hey, bro, do you want these?" And I was like, "Bro, I am gone now." I was all because he was like, "I'm finally gonna get rid of them." I was like, "All right, man," but I had so many other shoes on my radar at the time. I was just like, it's all good, G. I'm gonna have to pass on those right now. If I get them, I get them. And that was pretty much it. Let's see. He said, "I swear, Jackie, if you say you don't like Asics, we're divorcing." Say God so.
What do you say? We're divorcing if what? I didn't know we were married.
Oh man, I can't even pronounce that damn word. I ain't even gonna try it. Yo, I don't even know how to pronounce that word. That shit's hella funny. I know how to. I'm gonna say. I know what it means, but I don't know if I say it's not gonna come out the way it's supposed to be said.
Okay.
I'll send it to you in a message. Let me see. You're gonna be like, yeah, you're dumb as hell. But it's like I know the word, I know what it means, but I don't know how to. If I say it, it's
Oh,
gonna.
I got the chat. I had to accept it. No, is that me and you starting a chat? What is this?
Where at?
I don't know. This app came up that said accept a chat in a group conversation.
No, so all right, for you to actually see the chat, all you have to do is go on YouTube.
Oh, well, you didn't tell me this.
So look, we're on YouTube right now, right?
Right.
I just hit live chat and then the chat starts scrolling and I can see everything. But see, so it's a little bit delayed on YouTube. So like when we talk, they see it maybe like a little bit of a second behind us. But so it's like
Oh, I see it now. Okay.
so when we're talking on the hangout is first, and then the YouTube is delayed a little bit.
I got it. I got it. Okay. I got it.
So how do you feel about the element react? Somebody asked, I was looking and they was asking, how do you feel about the element reacts? Do you own a pair? Do you own a pair?
I bought a pair and returned them. My feet are too fat for those. They were just so uncomfortable, and I love them, and I wanted to like them when I got them on, and I wanted to wear them, but they crushed my pinky toe so much. I had to return them. I hated that I had to return them, but I do like them.
Okay, okay. Which pair did you get?
Um, I don't know the colorway of them. Let me look on my Nike thing. Hold on. I gotta look because I don't remember. I want to say they were black with lime green.
Okay. Was it the 55s? Was it the 55s, the 87s, or the
It was the 55.
I don't own a pair of the 55s. I haven't even tried those on to know how they feel. I know that the first one, the Epic React Flynet and the 87 are stupid different. Like the comfort of them are stupid different.
Is one wider than the other? Because that's what I need.
I think that the 87, which I think that one might be a little bit wider, only because it's not that. I can't think. I don't think I think the 87 is made with a different material than the 55. It got See how it's like that see-through type.
I like those. Yeah. And you know what? I bought them a half a size up because runners I usually do buy like half a size up with how narrow they are. And I still like literally only get half my foot. And then when I finally shoved it in, I was like, oh no, I'm not even attempting to stand up. This is not happening. I was like, hashtag fat girl swag right now because there's no way this is happening.
All right, a lot of people are saying 50. Renee Richardson just said 55s are uncomfortable. Yeah, I do like those. I do like the Dream at Nines, Chaotic Kicks.
I do too.
I'm going after them for the under retail. I could have got them, so I went to North Carolina for All-Star Weekend, and I was a little disappointed at the pop-up shop. You know, they didn't for it to be North Carolina, for it to be Charlotte, for Michael Jordan to be from there, for all these different factors. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't have anything like exclusive. I felt like it was like that was the most disappointing pop up that I had been to, just because stuff that already came out was there. The only thing that was exclusive was the Dream It Do It Nines, and I should have got them then. I would have had them like almost a month early, but it is what it is. I wasn't really. I still did a video on them because I had them in hand, but it's a dope shoe. It kind of reminds me, you know how they did and I know a lot of people might be like, oh no, retro, that's not a good way to look at them, but when I break it down, maybe they'll understand. So you remember when they dropped the Bel Air 5s, how every Bel Air 5 had a different inside and like everything, the pattern was different.
Mm-hmm.
So with these, the pattern isn't different for every shoe. It's just that the pattern is flopped on the shoes. And I like seeing that, like how they did the top threes, how they did the Complex Con top threes, the regular top threes. I dig that mix match kind of because it stands out. It brings a little bit of character. And then what it all stands for too, like, you know, how Jordan Brand, how Nike had their Just Do It campaign, and they had their campaign in the 90s. And that's just kind of, you know, that's paying homage to that campaign. And it's dope. And I like it because it's the Nike Jordan Brand took the Dream It, Do It from the Just Do It and flipped it into their own campaign back in the 90s. So it's just it's a dope concept. I like the old school vibe that it puts off. You know, every time I see it, I think of like Living Single, Martin, like the TV shows and stuff that had all those crazy logos on it and stuff. So colors in it. So it's a dope shoe. I think Say Got So said they're called a cross color nines. Buckeye said the nines are growing on them. Motorboat Jones are his favorite nines. Those are the all red joints.
Yeah, I have those in the Kilroys. I want the Calvin Baileys so bad, but I don't think they come in my size.
Man, Kilroy kicks butt. That was when I think about that shoe, that makes me feel like, damn, man, that was it feels like that was like forever ago when those dropped.
Yes, it does.
But that was one of those shoes that when it dropped, like, it's hit or miss to me on nines. Some people like nines, some people don't like nines. And it's a love-hate type of relationship with certain retros. I know a lot of people might not even go over 13. A lot of people don't like 14s. I think. I know you go over 13.
Yeah, oh yeah. I've got 22s, I've got 32s, 33s. It's just if I like the shoe, I'm gonna get it. Like I don't have to stop at a certain
OG 33?
No, I've got the Carolina ones that came out.
Okay. Comfort wise, how do you like those? You don't like them?
No. Maybe it's the 32s I don't like. One of them is really narrow and they hurt my feet. I think it's the 33s. I don't like them. Not a big fan of them.
I think Buckeye said that too.
Did he?
I think Buckeye said that. I can't remember if I was watching Monday Night Midso or no, he made a post about it. Buckeye made a post about it and he talked about it. Buckeye, correct me if I'm wrong, because I think you're still in here. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't you say that they were hurting the back of your heel?
That's exactly where they hurt.
And I think that's what turned me away from them.
Yeah, I got a blister on the back of my heel from them, and I got them just because they were the Carolina colors. Because it's hard for me to say no to that. But I mean, honestly, I love 22s, and a lot of people hate 22s. I love 20s. I love 21s. Big love for 21s, but
that's been my thing. I think that I have 1 through 15. I'm missing 16. I have 17, 18, 19, 20. I'm missing 21, 22, and 23.
I can't do 20s. I don't like that strap.
Man, so this was in January. I think it was January. Yeah, January. I hope it was January. It was sometime. I think it was this year because January was a slow month. So I picked up a couple shoes that I really wanted that I wasn't able to get. I paid like $120 for those 20s off of StockX because I bid low. And somebody, I think the bid started off at $90 and somebody bid against me, but then I just capped it off and I took it. Let's see. Rod Steele said Duke Nation. Saint Got Soul said you gotta go. EQ Soul said Kilroys go crazy. Buckeye said, yeah, they run small. 21s are
I went up and they still blistered the back of my feet. I probably should have full sized up. Those were
Saint Got Soul said, fuck 20s, I already got a house arrest bracelet. I don't need another.
He's not lying. He's not lying.
So if you all right, so this I did a video on this actually yesterday. I did my top 5 Jordan silhouettes. I don't know if people kind of caught that. So I did my top 5 Jordan silhouettes that I feel are like the top 5 Jordan silhouettes in my opinion. And then I did the top 5, and I know it can sound kind of biased, but then I did a top 5 Jordan silhouettes that I think everyone should own, or at least have one of those shoes. What would be the top 5 Jordan silhouettes you think everybody should at least have a pair of those Jordans in their collection? Not colorway or anything like that, just like retro. Like everyone should own a pair of ones. Everybody, if you collect Jordans, like these are Jordans that you feel like retro silhouettes that you think they should own.
12s, 1s, 11s. I'm not a big fan of 13s, but I'm gonna say 13s. And sixes. We'll go with sixes.
We got 3 out of I got 3 out of your 5.
Which ones?
So I said, so what's funny is my top Jordan silhouettes, 12s were in there. It's just I didn't have 6s in there. But the ones that I feel like everybody should own are 1s, 3s, 4s, a pair of 6s, and a pair of 11s.
See, here's my problem with 3s, 4s, and 5s, actually. Every pairs of 3, 4s, and 5s I have, each pair fits different. So it's really hard for me to commit to a pair of those. Like I have the white grapes and I have the black grapes. My black grapes fit hella small compared to my white grapes. And then my black metallics fit way different than my white grapes. Then the Bel Airs fit way different than like it's just even with the 3s and the 4s, I can't get them to fit exactly the same. And I don't know if it's the material they're using or my foot or what it is, but I can't fully commit to 3, 4s, or 5s. I mean, I have them, but I can't say somebody like needs those because I don't feel like I need those. You know what I mean?
And I feel you. That's what I love about the sneaker game is because everybody has that opinion. And when I think like everybody's dropping it, I'm gonna read off some of the ones that a lot of people are. Everybody has different ones. So Cruising Dread said 1, 3, 4, 6, and 11. 4s are my favorite. I want the white Levi's. Buckeye said that.
He needs those. He would rock the shit out of those.
Let's see. Buckeye said 1, 3, 4, 11, and 5s. Josh Air Gordon 2, 3. What's going on, bro? He said 1, 3, 5, 6, and 11. Chaotic Kick said 1, 11, 6, 12, 13. Tops World said 1, 3, 4, 11, and 12. Renee Richardson said 3, 4, 6, 7, and 11. And we got M Stolo 503. He said 1, 3, 5, 11, 13. Saint Got Soul said 11, 12, 13, 6, and 8. Vinyl Kick said that 11s are overrated. I feel like I can't say they're overrated because it's gonna be you're guaranteed every year you're getting that 11. Guaranteed. If you don't get one throughout the whole year, you're gonna get one in December. So I just feel like last year they gave us quite a bit of 11s last year.
Almost too.
For comfort, Cruising Dread said 13, 12, 11, 7, and 6. GQ Soul said 1, 3, 4, 11, and 6. Tops World said he messed his up, so he came back. He said 1, 3, 4, 6, 11, and 12. That's 6, bro. 6s and 12 run big to me. Yeah, it's certain shoes like it's certain ones like how you said you can go a half. Like my true size is an 11, but I can go a half size down on certain ones.
Same here. Yep. Especially 6s and 12s and 7s.
Yep. 6, 7, 12, I go half size down. 11s, I go true to size. 9s, I go true to size. 13s, true to size. 14s, true to size. I could even go half a size down in 13s if I really wanted to, but I just keep going true to size. Air Bundles in the building. What's going on, OG? Let's see. What did you say? What did you say, Steve? I read yours. Threes, four. Oh, I did skip it. Threes, fours, 11s, 13s, and Walmart exclusive light up shoes. So what type of cleaning products do you use on your shoes? Are you into like the Crep or the
No.
Rejuvenator or anything like that?
I use crap to waterproof them just because it's easy access to get. But honestly, for cleaning, Jason Marks is like my best friend. Not really my best friend, but like that's what my go-to for cleaners is Jason Marks. It's what I've used from the beginning, and I feel like if it's not broke, don't fix it. I'm not trying to experiment with Crep and Rejuvenator, although I've heard great things about both of them. I just stick to what I know, and I'm not a person who really likes change. So if I know the
Okay.
product is good for me and I get the results I want out of it, I'm gonna stick with it.
I have not. So I use sneaker shields and I use the sneaker shield wipes. I don't know if you've ever used them.
No, I've used tight wipes, but not sneaker shield wipes.
So like the sneaker shield wipes, they work. I've never used like Crep. I've never used any other wipes or anything except for the sneaker shield wipes. However, I do have a little starter. Does it say starter? The little premium little starter kit that you can get from Foot Locker if you got like the little coupons or whatever. You know how you can spend money, you get the little coupons, and you go use it for free.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I grabbed some. I grabbed some stuff off of there. So I grabbed some Jason Marks. I just never used it.
Works good. Then you can make your own too. I mean, it's super easy to make your own cleaner. It's not much to it.
Yeah, very true. Very true. Uh, dang. Toothpaste, palm olive, and a Clear Sonic face rub. What's great face scrubber. Uh, he said I used to. Buckeye said he used to use Windex and old ass toothbrush. I used to use like dish soap and stuff like that, or just regular soap. My shoes would be smelling like hand soap, and I just wipe them down and stuff like that. Steve Freeman said he uses a spit shine. Baby wipes work just as good as sneaker wipes. Okay, magic eraser. I've used a magic eraser on a lot of my Tims. A lot of my Tims. True Kick, salute, bro. Hey, I appreciate it, fam. Shout out to True Kicks, everyone. But
Seven cereal is.
my top 7 cereal is I uh I don't know. I don't really eat cereal like that. Do you eat cereal like that?
I mean, I have kids, so yeah, our cereal's stacked.
I mean, my son eats Cheerios. My daughter eats Cheerios. So my son, so it's really crazy. My son likes, so my daughter likes the Captain Crunch with all of it in there.
Right.
My son just likes the berries.
Oh,
So
the salt berries. We just bought that.
so I buy both of them, and my son will eat all of the other ones and then go into the box and pick them out and put them back in, like put all the other ones in there. So then like if you go to pour a bowl of cereal, you'll be like, well damn, where's the rest of the damn cereal at? Like he's hilarious.
That's a smart kid, actually. That's a
He is
smart kid.
hilarious. But I like a lot of people saying cinnamon toast crunch. Cinnamon toast crunch is really good. But if I had to pick, I had to go between cinnamon toast crunch and cinnamon toast crunch, and I gotta say that I gotta go with Captain Crunch. Those are. I used to be big on Rice Krispies, but I had to add the sugar in it. So
That's so boring.
Rice Krispies.
Yeah, that's so boring.
But you gotta add the sugar in it. You gotta put the sugar in it, and like you gotta over sugar it. Like put like some sweet Kool-Aid, and then like when you're scooping it up, you get like a bunch of sugar on the spoon too.
Oh. I get down with the Fruity Pebbles and Cocoa Pebbles. I love that.
All right, Josh Air Jordan said that he likes Fruity Pebbles.
Me too.
Rice Krispies with pancake syrup.
That sounds real good. Yes, it does.
In my head, I'm thinking like, dang, that I ain't never thought of that. Like,
put a little milk in there too, mix it all together, it'd be like a pancake. Or like, yeah, that'd be good.
what kind of are you into shoe collabs other than like I know we talked about the DBs, but I was just thinking I ain't asked you. I know you got the off-white ones, but you said you got those from the UNCs. But like when they do the collabs like with Kith and like stuff like that, you're not really big into that.
I liked the Union collab that they did. I thought the blue ones were super, super dope. Of course, didn't come in my size, so it was a lose on that. I got the Supreme Air Force ones, I think they were, that came out. Other than that, I don't really do. I'm not into the Kith. I'm really not into the collabs like that. Like the DBs, of course, I will always, 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 always do DBs. But other than that, I like just old school stuff. I'm more into like the just normal stuff.
All right, so we're gonna do like a rapid fire. Shout out to my bro Skinny because he put me on the rapid fire.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say we're gonna go 1 through 14. I'm gonna say when I say 1, you say which colorway of the ones comes to your mind first, and like so on and so forth for 1 through 14.
Oh, okay.
All right,
Okay.
so ones.
UNCs.
Bread. I said breads. Twos.
The white with the red varsity.
Okay. Threes.
True blues.
Fours.
White cements.
Fives.
Grapes.
Say it again.
Grapes.
Okay. Sixes.
Carmines.
Sevens.
Cardinals.
Ooh. That's a good one right there. I wasn't expecting you to say the Cardinals. Eights.
Bugs Bunnies.
Nines.
Kilroys.
Tens.
Steels.
11s.
Concords.
12s.
Playoffs.
13.
Breads.
14.
Candy canes.
Yo, we need those. I'm mad the candy canes did not drop again. They said they was coming out last year.
Right. They were supposed to. I think they're gonna come out this year. They might do a drop this year.
They gotta bring them back. Like it's weird because we know Jordan Brand brings the shoes back like about every 4 to 5 years. You're gonna see something that came out previously.
Yeah.
I'm still a little bit of shock that they didn't bring back the cool gray 11s before they brought back the Concords and bringing back the breads. But a lot of people are saying that they might be a shock drop this year.
I think they'll probably be a Black Friday release if they or something.
That would be dope. That'd be dope. I definitely want the Great Five still. I didn't get the Great Fives. The black ones.
Yeah.
And I passed on the Fresh Prince looking ones because they didn't have no laces.
Those were hideous. Can we talk about those?
Yeah, go for it.
Those were awful. Those are probably the worst fives I've seen in a long time. Okay, first of all, I was real hyped when the Bel Airs came out.
Hell yeah.
They should have took the insole from those Grape 5 Bel Airs and put them in the regular Bel Airs.
And put the Nike Air on the back, and that would have been dope.
Yes.
That's what I thought they were going to do.
Me too, but here's the thing. If you're going to drop a Bel Air shoe and say it's off the Fresh Prince of Bel Air, then why are you dropping this no-lace jailhouse Grape 5s? Because that's what they remind me of a jail shoe where you have to take your shoelaces out and like I thought they were absolutely horrid when I saw them.
I called them so yeah. That was too much. I couldn't do them like that. Buckeye said he put them in there.
The laces?
He punched holes in them.
But then I feel like then they use their pair of Grape 5s.
Yeah.
Like
that Nike Air on the back, that's what made it stand out.
It did. But then if you want to do that, drop a pair of Grape 5s with the Nike Air on the back.
Facts. We do we need those too.
Or do a Bel Air remix and make them how they should have been.
Yeah. I definitely, when I thought that they said they was coming out with another Fresh Prince, I was like, yo, they just gonna drop the white, the grapes, put the Nike Air on the back, and they're gonna have that inside where all the patterns are different and it's mixed match. And I thought that would be dope.
Right. They need to come out with like a Martin pair. That would be super dope. Like do like an all 90s like sitcom
And I know that's what they were making it seem like the Dream It Do It nines were. They were making it seem like it was like that Martin effect. But I was like, nah, like after like, reading about them and checking it and looking into them, yeah, they do kind of remind you of the Martin logo a little bit, but then like I said, you got that living single type vibe to it. I want to see them. I want to see Jordan Brand. I want them to reassess how they're dropping the shoes now and look back. I know, of course, you always want to drop a new colorway to give everybody something that you don't see on a regular, that you've never seen. But at the same time, you got a lot of Jordan shoes that have dropped that, in my opinion, they're never gonna like certain ones, they're never coming back. Like I think Jordan's like, okay, we dropped these will never come back. Like, for example, a hard one that I think that they'll never bring back is the Joker 3s. I don't think they're ever going to drop them.
They would. I love those.
You think you said you hope they would, or you don't think they would?
I passed on those, and that's one of the shoes I kicked myself in the ass for passing on.
That shoe is fuego. I'm talking about fire flame. That shoe, that funny story. So when I moved back to the States in 2012, I hit on that shoe. Well, I hit 2013 because it came out for All-Star. And when I hit, I was afraid to send it to my new house because I had just moved there. So I sent it to my mom and dad's crib. Mm-hmm. And my mom wasn't at home. The mailman just sat it outside the door and it started raining. The whole box, like the whole outer box got wet. So like that shoe box is like destroyed. I still got the shoe box though, but it's destroyed. But Joker 3s are by far one of those retros that I felt like when I first saw it, I was like, gotta have it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. A lot of people, like, it's funny. I haven't heard somebody say they were really into them like that.
Well, I'm huge into Batman anyways, and I've got the Joker tattooed on me, like, and a Joker quote. I love the Joker. And I passed on the 1s and the 3s because I'm like, oh, these will be easy to get again. Like, it's no big deal. And I'm like sitting here twiddling my thumbs like, yeah, I really wish I had both of those.
He said, Steve Freeman said the latest, all right, Sean Brooks, I'm just going back to the top. Sean Brooks said, Raging, let me scroll back to the top a little bit more because there's some,
Raging Bulls is probably Buckeye talking about him because he loves those.
Raging Bulls, Raging Bull 5s. I felt like that last 5 that they dropped for that was just like a total slap in the face. They should have just played it easy. What's up, bro? I'm good. Oh, you want to come in here and talk about the live?
Yeah.
All right. My son was just on his Switch downstairs.
It's dead now.
Oh, it's charging?
Yeah, so now I'm coming up here to
Oh, okay, that's cool, bro.
Look, it's a Pac-Man chicken.
So yeah, I would say that was a slap in the face for the Raging Bull, to the Raging Bulls with that last 5 they released. Now the blue suede 5s, I thought those were dope. I thought the blue suede 5s were dope.
Yeah.
Let's see. How you feel about the Tinkers?
I don't like them. I haven't liked them since they first came out. I actually hit on the sneakers app for a friend who's huge into the 3s when they did the first drop on them.
Okay.
Not for him, but I'm not into them. I'm kind of disappointed. I don't like. I get what he's doing, and I get the whole history of it behind it, and I know that's how they were supposed to be, and whatever. I get it, but in my head when they said Tinker 3s are coming, I just expected more. I feel like they're very plain, and I feel like they look like a knockoff 3, even though I know that's how they were supposed to look. But in my head, I'm like, this is a Walmart 3 because I know how 3s look, how we see 3s. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it just didn't juggle with me. I couldn't get behind those.
I got the original Tinker 3. Well, I can't say it's the OG because the Justin Timberlake came out during halftime, and everybody that they would say that was the first one to actually drop. But I would say that the gray one with the red, I got that pair. And, I was pretty blessed to get that one when it came out. A lot of people were, at first it was a hot commodity shoe, and I didn't want it because it was the hot commodity. I wanted it for the concept. I was like, man, the concept, this is supposed to be what they were supposed to look like. I like how they had the details in the inside of the shoe showing like, just everything about the shoe, the back, the Nike Air, all that stuff was good. Hold on, I'm gonna have to mute my mic because the siren's going off on post. I don't know. Can you hear that?
Yeah, a little bit, but not much.
All right, I'll let it play. No, it's crazy. Whenever I'm on lives, it goes off, and I normally mute it because it's like you can hear they're playing taps for all the fallen soldiers right now. Here, all right, we got you about Al Bundy, Steve Freeman. Steve Freeman always talks about don't let this distract you from the fact that in 1986, Al Bundy scored 4 touchdowns in a single game while playing for the Polk High School Panthers in the 1966 city championship.
He's cool for that.
Yeah, it's so many shoes that so I'll ask you this question. What retros do you want to see come back? What 5 retros, if you could only pick 5, what 5 retros do you want to see them bring back?
Minerals. The Raptors.
Charcoal Raptors or just the regular Raptors?
Just I mean, I have them, but I'd like to see them come back. The regular Raptors.
Okay.
The Flints, obviously.
Hell yeah.
This is gonna sound really bad saying this, but remember the Alpha ones?
Yeah.
I wish they would bring something like that back. I have the 22s and the ones of those, and I really wish they would bring something because it's so different and you don't see it a lot. I really wish they would bring something to that effect back with a Jordan on the side of it, like, or do something, I don't know, different like that. And then probably the red suede 21s.
Okay, red suede 21s. I think that was like to me, that was like that classic 21 right there. That was the one that stood out the most out of all the 21s that dropped, was that red suede. I called it the Raging Bull 21.
I like those. I got the gray with the baby blue on it, and I passed on the red ones, and now I want the red ones. Honestly, I wish that I knew now. I would have been like, don't cop it, don't not get it, because you're gonna regret it in 4 years, 5, 6 years from now. And I'm sitting here and I don't mess with StockX, so I'm not gonna be on there trying to find stuff. So it's like I just pray certain stuff comes back out.
I think the biggest shoes that I'm waiting for to come out right now would be I'm waiting for those Cherry 12s. I'm waiting for the Flint 13s. I definitely need a pair of playoff 13s.
Oh, yeah.
I'd love to see the Candy Canes come back.
Right.
And I'd love to see the Flint 12s come back.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's a couple, like you said, a lot of the OG colors that you don't see anymore. Like when they dropped those, what were they? They the 12s, they baby blue. They got the baby blue, kind of like the UNC colorway. They got the gray with the baby blue.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
I was like, man, why didn't they bring? I was like, y'all could have easily just bought the Flints back for that colorway, but it's. Go ahead.
That's what they should have done. And when they dropped those mellow 12s, they should have made them half all UNC colors.
All right, so those mellows came out back in the day. Do you remember they came with like a bag?
Yeah, I had forever ago.
All right, yes, that was like way back. My god brother, he played basketball back then, and he got those shoes. I want to say they came with like a bag, some slides, and something else. Whatever it was, he carried this bag, and I was like, damn, man, I wish I could have had those. But yeah, back in the day, my mom and dad, I got in a lot of trouble growing up in elementary school and middle school. My mom was like, look, you can get the 2 for $89. She was like, and then you want to shoe it. You know how kids are in high school and middle school. When you start school, you get a pair of shoes. You might get a pair for Christmas. You're gonna get a pair for Christmas, guaranteed. You're gonna get a pair for the beginning of the year, Christmas, and depending how your shoes after those two look, you might get a pair for spring break. You know what I mean? So my mom and dad, they were like, hey, you can get that 2 for $89.99. So I stayed laced in Reeboks and Felines, and I shopped at Shoe Carnival.
Well, I was gonna say, was that Mr. Allen's?
Yeah, no, I always went to Foot Locker, cop the 2 for $89, and just, you know, sometimes I go to like Shoe Carnival, get like a pair of Reeboks for like $40-50, but I'd always try to keep them as clean as I could.
Right. Yeah.
But I'm not gonna hold you up anymore. We've been on this live now for about 2 hours, right?
Is it? I don't even know. I don't know. I don't even know what time it is.
You know what I'm saying? Chat, do y'all have any questions that y'all would like to ask before we wrap it up? Yeah, Cool Grade 4s, I seen that. Cool Grade 4s are still supposed to release this summer. You got anything you want to say to the chat or anything that you want to say? You know, shout your stuff out before we get up out of here.
Well, I can't see the chat, so thank you guys for coming. Appreciate you guys interacting with us, and thank you for having me on the show. It was a good time.
Hell yeah.
I like doing stuff like fun. It's fun to talk about with people who actually enjoy kicks like you do. It's nice to find other people. What just happened?
I forgot about that question. I seen it. My bad. I seen it. I forgot about it. So I wanted to tell you before we roll it up. They want to know, how do you feel about the Mocha 3s?
I don't really like 3s, but I kind of like the color because you don't really see that color come out on shoes too much.
Yeah.
But I don't buy 3, like I said, 3 4s unless it's like a colorway I need, like I have to have. I think the colorway is dope. I haven't had them in hand, so I don't know material wise how they feel or anything like that. I don't really care about those too much to really be like, yeah, let's go get them or anything like that. But they're.
A lot of people have been asking about your collection. Maybe one day we'll do another live or something. You can go like show your collection to everybody or something if you ever want to do that. I know
there's a lot of
material.
Especially because everything's all over the place right now. We're planning on moving in 2 years. We're trying to build a house. So by then, when I have my actual sneaker room and everything together, because people have been asking me for a collection video for a long time, I'll probably do one then. But it's just so hard with everything all over the place, and when your shoes are outgrowing the space you have right now. So it's rough. A lot of people, like, I'll do a wheel every once in a while. As far as a collection video, I don't know if I would ever show my whole collection just because of people know where I live. And you know what I mean? Since my house has already gotten broken into once, I worry about that again type thing.
Hey, that's facts though. That's facts. Hey, that's speaking facts. I've been robbed before. I got robbed for like
not security, but still, it just is always in the back of my head because it has happened, you know?
Yeah, very true. So I want to say thank you for taking the time out your Friday evening, you know, jumping on the live, interacting. You dropped a lot of knowledge on people about how you feel about the shoe game. And, you know, I always like you said, talking to fellow sneakerheads, finding out what they like, what they don't like, and things like that. I think that's very dope. Everybody has an opinion, which, you know, respect it and just giving back. And I just really appreciate you taking out the time for real to do the chop up. Y'all, hey, it's your boy DaRetroWizKid. I got lady_sneakerhead. Or I know your name's Jackie, but I don't know if you wanted people to know, like, oh, just call me Jackie. So I was just like, I know you said it in the beginning, but
yeah, it's okay.
But hey, we appreciate y'all sliding through. All the love and support, man. It does not go unnoticed. Tomorrow I'll be dropping a nice dope vlog. I plan to vlog tomorrow, so y'all stay tuned for that. Y'all know I'm gonna drop a video every day. So love y'all, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in, and we're gonna wrap this live up.